Today's question today is all right. So, if you were verified on Twitter, would you pay the $8 a month to keep the blue check?
If I'm verified on Twitter,
Yeah, if you were verified, say you're a
probably
celebrity, or
wouldn't even think about that $8 a month.
yeah.
Right. That's what I thought.
Well, there's a lot of people that do have that blue check. That is kind of a big deal. They're just annoyed that it's added. You know, they didn't have it before, so they're just annoyed that they have to pay it now. Which
I was gonna say they're annoyed that that thing which you use as a megaphone for what you want to say to the world isn't free.
yeah. Yeah.
Right. It's kind of absurd that they're complaining about it, to be honest.
It's silly. It's a thing.
Mhm.
But it's silly. It's being complained about.
Both ways, yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, you're active on Twitter.
I don't use Twitter to tweet things, but if I was verified, I'm assuming I'm well known for something.
Mhm.
Do you think it would help with any like misinformation or reliability of stuff?
I mean, probably.
Isn't that one of the reasons to
Isn't
help?
that what it's for?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
help like bots and spam and stuff a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Fake whatever.
To prove that you are you.
I spend
$8.
$8 a day on random stuff all the time, every day usually.
Yeah.
And if I mean, especially me, I do use Twitter every day, multiple hours.
I
I'd
think if
probably
you're
do it.
verified, don't you usually? Don't they?
Well, the
Not
thing is,
always.
I think
Not
they're
necessarily.
being verified doesn't necessarily mean you're rich. It could just mean you're just a well-known figure. It could be a political person, someone that works with radio, or
A chance
somebody.
of someone being able to impersonate you
Right.
is like a
Yeah,
risk,
You
like
usually have a decent.
there's people that are not celebrities at all that have it, that are not well paid. I mean, I'm sure they can afford the $8 a month. I'm not saying that, but that just because they're verified, that doesn't mean they're millionaires. By any means.
No,
or
but I mean,
or that they're well off.
What are some of the complaints against it? Like, should be free or what?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Well, they
Why
said
change
the
it
idea.
now?
The only I've heard, like from AOC, like she was saying that is this could be the starting point of having to get charged to have speech. Like the whole idea of Elon Musk buying Twitter was he was an advocate for free speech. Like everybody should always have a platform to say what they want to say. But now he did it. Now there's a catch. Now you have to pay to be able to say what you
I
want
don't
to say.
think people are entitled to free speech with companies and random stuff. It's not at all what
Mm-hmm.
free speech is about. Like with the government, it's not some company has to let you say what you want to say.
Yeah, to use their
Yeah.
public platform.
Mhm.
But the thing is, then it's not really a public platform anymore. And that was the intention.
Yeah.
That was
Well-
his intention of buying it, and that's what he said. So therefore, he kind of hypocrited himself a little bit with that.
You're only paying for the check mark, though.
Right.
Not
I thought there
Exactly.
was
Right.
other features too that come with it, but yeah, you can still.
But
tweet.
yeah, like you,
I have no idea.
I feel like most of them would just be like, all right, no check mark, and
And then you can still
it's still
say
the
what you
same
want.
app that you always had,
Yeah.
just minus. I know some people like make it a big deal, like get my check mark, but like
Yeah.
I feel like most of them would just be like, all right, same
You don't
old
want to pay
Twitter,
the $8 a month.
yeah.
Mhm.
Where's my check mark?
Pay it or don't pay it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Like my
well,
thing is like, what's stopping them from just making a video saying like, "Hey, this is me. This is my handle. I don't need that. I don't need the check." What's to stop them from doing
Deep
that?
fakes.
Yeah, I get it, but like, how many can you deep fake an actual person though? You know, I mean, I know you could put it on take their video and put it on yours, but it won't match the handle. It won't match the username. It will be different.
I think that's part of it. Like, because therefore you know exactly. If you go
Mm.
search somebody and they have a blue check mark, you know that's who you're searching.
Right.
for.
Like that's the
Yeah.
easy way. But I'm saying like the way around it. Like I'm sure there's definitely ways around it. You know, I don't think that's like, I don't know. I think it's kind of ridiculous. But I get the argument where like, okay, this is the starting point. Okay, so what happens with going forward? Does everybody that has a platform that's high, whatever, are they going to have to pay in order to have free speech?
Yeah, why not?
But then it's not free, and then it's that kind of goes totally against the whole idea
I
of.
disagree.
But like,
I don't think free really stands for like the money aspect of it. Just
Yeah.
say what you want. Does it apply though?
It does when they start raising the prices. It's $8 now, but who's to say that it's not $100 or $200,
Yeah.
or only the rich people have a platform going forward?
I don't think that.
Who says that this stops here?
Someone else will create some other platform then.
Yeah.
When people won't stop, there's just people just stop using the app, and
Yeah,
then when
then,
less
yeah.
users, and then isn't that everything for
Well,
them?
it's
the
It's just
board
as
is
many
the
Active
amount
users.
of
The
users,
active users.
which is why they were scrubbing all the bots and stuff and doing stuff
Mhm.
before Elon bought it.
Yeah, that's the only argument as I can see is what what standard does this set going forward? Is it going to be to where they make it to where only rich celebrities can say anything? You know what I'm saying? Or
It's $8.
Yeah.
it's $8 right now.
But how high do you really think that they would really go on that? On a
You
to
don't know.
tweet some
You
words.
don't know. You know what I'm saying? They could. The idea is it's just like, okay, well, you bought this platform because you want everybody to be in an even playing field.
You still,
Still
are.
are.
No, I mean,
Why not?
yeah, you are. That's the
Yeah.
idea. $8. That's how everything starts, though. It always starts out small, and then things slowly start to raise and raise and raise. And guess what? Now, few celebrities are going to drop off because they don't want to pay that, or they refuse to, or whatever. Now they don't have that platform that they used to. Now this can be used for political debates. This can be used for elections. It can be. It has an impact.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, because I don't. That's assuming every person with a check mark uses Twitter as their main social media platform too, which most of them don't.
Right, but
Like usually,
what
it's
is to
just
stop another Elon Musk from buying a Facebook or buying an Instagram or a TikTok when having this same philosophy?
How many people can afford to spend $50
That's
billion?
that's a small pool.
Yeah,
That's
It is a small
44
pool, but what
what
is
was it?
stopping? You know what I'm saying?
What
Like,
did you buy it for? Like 44.
and it
44
affects such a
billion?
small percentage
Jesus
of users on the platform too.
It's literally not going to change my Twitter experience at
Yeah.
all.
no, not yours. But I mean, do you really care about the election or any political debates ever? Really? I mean, no, it's not.
Single
Yeah,
day in my life.
And I
Exactly.
feel like most of those people with check marks probably have media running their apps, so it's not going to
Yeah.
be.
I don't get what you're saying about the whole. Just because you don't pay that $8 a month doesn't mean you're not going to be able to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
if you don't have it, if you don't have a check showing that who you are, then people don't believe you, and therefore you have less credibility. Because now you have 100 yous saying different stuff. Who's to say who's going to believe you?
I think if you're looking for someone on Twitter, like you're gonna find the right person, regardless
Yeah,
of
I
if there's a
don't-
check
I don't
mark or
think
not.
100 people are gonna.
I also don't know the credibility that
You don't
really
think there'll be a-
person needs in an election.
You don't think there will be
Yeah.
100 people that would impersonate Elon Musk or
I mean, there probably
Jeff
is
Bezos?
already.
But people are you're just gonna know, obviously.
Are
Like,
there
Yeah.
fan
what's-
accounts for everybody already
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, because you're gonna see like one account's gonna have a pinned tweet with 1 million likes, and then the other one's gonna have 30 likes.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be able to tell the difference.
Yeah,
I don't think that I think the $8 is just to. Because isn't the Twitter they've never made a profit or whatever?
I'm not sure.
So like I think
it was, but actually it lost revenue after Elon Musk bought it because of people
I
backed out.
thought they read that they've been in the red they haven't made any money in like years. Like they made like $5 billion last year. I saw this number in it, but they also spent $5.5 billion. So Elon, I thought he was just doing the $8 because he's gotta pay
Twitter's
the
gotta make
bills.
money?
Yeah.
Isn't that what he said?
So it actually lost
Money.
money. It's actually been losing money because they've been losing a lot of people. A lot of investors have been backing out because now you have a bunch of free speech that a lot of hate speech, and a lot of investors are seeing that. And now it's kind of like a free for all platform, which is actually scaring them away. So actually now, I mean, so I don't know.
What does
It
a verified check have to do with that? Because you
it
can
doesn't.
still-
It doesn't.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
But I'm just saying they've been losing money. So now this is a way for them to try to get some of that revenue back. I mean, he
Sure.
spent a fortune buying it, so you got to imagine he's going to try to make some of that back.
Yeah.
Hence all the layoffs. And now, like,
I thought it was just
I
laying
don't-
people off that disagreed with what he
I
said.
don't know if a free for all platform is always what's best for the world.
I don't either.
Like you're like those
Yeah.
people that like I saw the stand up comic one time of like this guy's his mom died, and then like cause his mom was always telling her husband like the guy's dad like shush quiet all the time, and then she died, and then like a year went by and they realized why she was always shushing him because he didn't really have any business talking to people.
I agree.
And there is something to be said about that.
Yeah, so you gotta think about investors. Do you think they want to put money behind something that's like that? You just said the world wouldn't want that. So do you think that's... Can you see why they would back out?
I would see 9 out of 10 of them want to go wherever the
Yeah.
money's at.
Yeah, it's like that's on them. That's a
1
whole
out of
different
10.
Yeah.
scenario.
But if
Go
they're
on, like,
afraid
a
that it might
social
lose
cause.
money, they might want to back out sooner
Yes.
than later before it's too
Mhm.
late. So that's that's just play devil's advocate. Like going back to the initial thing, I don't think $8 is too much. My only concern is this the start of something, of a problem that we don't, you know what I'm saying?
No.
What's the start of this?
I don't think it's anything already happening because there already were small pools of people controlling what got put in there to begin with. People have gotten banned from Twitter for
Yeah.
what they said, and I would argue some of them for ridiculous reasons, some very
Yeah.
legitimate. But
Right.
there's so many judgment calls on who gets to put what where. We can't pretend like it's been a free for all to begin with.
Yeah.
You ask Trump, it's not a free for all to put everyone on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nor is it without consequence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you have free speech doesn't mean that it's not without consequence.
Yeah.
There is always consequences for what you say, no matter what.
Is it everybody? Like, if you pay the $8, you're automatically verified, or is it like once you get verified, you
I
have to
think
pay
you
it?
still-
No,
once
I
you
think there
get
still has to be a
verified.
status, and how you prove that, I have no idea. I think that's a good question.
Yeah.
Then I think they have to do it, which I think would defeat the whole purpose of it would defeat the argument of you don't know who's who then, because if the main guy's just gonna get verified anyway, then
Yeah.
Is your main thing, Ben, you're saying that only people with money would end up with that megaphone?
It's the fact that there's a subscription now that you have to pay in order to use a platform that was once free. Like the subscription of like basically
That's the
like
history of the world.
okay, free
Whatever
speech
is
is
free.
free speech. You have free speech. You can say whatever you want as long as you pay $20 a month.
I don't think you have to pay it though
That- but
to
that-
use it.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Right, anyway.
No, they don't have to pay to use Twitter. They have to pay to keep the check, which could or not. If they don't have it, it could affect their credibility.
Doesn't it?
I don't
It
think
also
it will enough.
there's like a bunch of other things you get with it too. It's not just the check mark. I think you get like priority and like replies. Like if somebody like types in your name or like your like or anything to do with you or whatever, like your name is gonna show up higher on the list.
That makes sense.
Is there a
And
certain amount of followers that you can have like on Twitter and such? And does that come with it too?
I don't know. I have no idea
I
how
don't really understand the question.
what it takes to get the blue check. I don't think it's that high though, because there's podcasters who are not that huge
Yeah.
who are verified,
Well, I mean, yeah,
and then
Every platform has their different.
And it's going to be
Right,
some
better.
subjective criteria.
Mhm.
yeah,
Like, what is the risk of being impersonated?
right. I mean,
Yeah.
there's people that they work for the news. They're verified.
Mhm.
No newscasters, they don't make that great of money. I mean, some do. Don't get me wrong, some do, but not all of them. Not
The national ones.
yeah.
Local ones, not so much.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can name a couple podcasts you probably never even heard of people, that are on it that are verified. Like, I mean, so I'm just
Joseph
saying.
Rogan.
So
Yeah.
the bar to be verified is not that really high.
No?
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would you pay the $8? I probably would because I throw away money like it's nothing anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so
Today
Yeah.
featuring Sean.
but I would pay the $8 because if I needed it, yeah, because you don't want other people to gain an advantage over you because they're verified and you're not. If you're in a critical race during an election or something, like
Those
Yeah.
politicians have $8 to throw away. too.
Yeah, they'd probably just be like, assistant, take care of that for me. Whatever.
I mean, I'd pay if I had it, but I'm not going to start paying. There's no use for me to be there.
Yeah.
I don't talk to people. I don't tweet. I look at and read stuff.
mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd pay for a social media app in general.
Yeah.
You pay for ridiculous things all the
It
time.
also
so-
depends on the
Social
demographic,
media.
the demographic that you appeal to. Like, if you appeal to a bunch of young 20-year-olds probably don't want to be on like Facebook or whatever, or maybe I don't know. Do kids your age or do people your age, do they get on Twitter, or is that popular? I'm just
Only
saying
for
you want to
sports.
get on the platform that has their demographic, so that has a lot to do with it too. But I would.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't think it's a big deal either.
All right, so everybody would pay it if they had the option.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, well there we have it.
If I was a verified person.
Mhm.
My favorite.